Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pattay's Performance. I first and foremost want to apologize for the lack of content this week. There's been a tremendous overtime push at my job. If you guys remember, I am a union heavy duty diesel mechanic by trade, and I have been working anywhere from 16 to 20 hour days from Sunday till actually today. So, should be a normal day today. But anyhow, during the week, the guys are complaining that the compressor, the 18 horsepower Vanguard, if you guys remember my other video that I did a bunch of work to, was backfiring and spitting flames. So, I mean, just a quick overview. If you guys remember, I did a tune-up on it, and I sold an hour meter. So since that last video that I made, this thing almost has 11 and a half hours on it. It happened to rub away some of my numbers, which I told them not to do. But anyway, what I saw was, I don't know if you guys could see, if it focuses, if you guys could see that hook. It's like a little spring. Let me climb up here. You guys can get you guys a better view. There's a spring inside here. Let's see if the light helps. Yeah, if you guys could see that spring, yeah, okay, it's not hooked up to anything, it's loose. And then if we go inside here, on the inside of the machine, you could see that it's loose too. If I can move this for you. It's a really, really tight spot. And it's a long spring. Okay, yeah, you guys see the spring is right there. So, why is there plastic down here? Bunch of idiots. Obviously, it gets pretty hot here. Job security, that's what I like to call it. Job security, no need to get mad. I don't even know how that got in there. Or they'll not even know. And I'm surprised it hasn't melted, but I guess this must be new. The hell? Look at all this plastic. Alright, so if you guys see this metal hanger right below, so right below this governor arm, right there is a hook. So the game plan is to rehook it there and then also reconnect it on the top of the engine by itself. Now if you guys could see, there are why is this not focusing? Is my camera on? I wouldn't be surprised if it's dirty. Alright, there we go. If you guys could see the three, there's a long, elongated, you would say oval, a small circle, and then another circle here on this horizontal plate right. Come on, baby, focus. Alright, so you see where that plastic circle is? That lever right before it. There is another hole there. Now the thing is, I don't know where this links up to because there isn't any, I guess, wear indicator mark so you can see where it goes. I'm probably just moving guys around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it up to this first. That's the farthest away. I guess it keeps a nice tension, you know, and I'll hook it up and we'll go for there. So because this is such a hard to reach place, I'm going to hook it here first. And then I'll hook it up by me because that's where I have access to, and I guess, you know, I'll put a better bend on the hook. itself. That is the plan. So let's just get this hooked up. Yes, God, this isn't easy as it looks. I'm trying to film this at the same time. I'm gonna pause it and I'll put you in on the next one. All right. So I made an executive decision. When I hooked it up to that plate that I originally wanted to, the spring was just a little too stretched. So what I did do is I hooked it up to the small circle where the governor is. I don't know if you guys could. Come on, focus, focus. Yeah, you guys can see that. And I'll point them. So it should be right up. Oh, let's go. Come on. We're gonna go right here. You can see the plastic ring governor arm and then the first small circle right before the elongated hole closest to you. I started there and then I hooked it up to carburetor linkage. So I'm gonna put the gas tank back on. It is full of gas. My coworkers did not listen. I told them to do me a favor and drain the gas. It was just 4 10mm bolts, which you guys seen in my last video. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna put the gas tank back on. So here, I'm gonna show you here. There's 1 bolt here for the tank. Okay. And here is the second bolt. Like I said, there's 2 in each corner. See, blank and blank. So we'll put that there. Remember, when you put bolts in, please start them by hand. Because then there's less chance of you stripping stuff out and getting yourself in a really bad jam. If you start it by hand, you could tell if it's gonna go in nice and smooth or you put it in crooked. So we're gonna get my Milwaukee 1/4" and 12 ratchet with a 10mm socket on there. We're gonna tighten this down. Remember, it's a plastic tank, so yeah, don't make it gorilla tight. Like I said, you screw up the fuel tank. For some reason, I guarantee it's not going to be cheap. Wow. That's weird. Alright, so let's fire this thing up. Let's see how she runs. Alright, choke out, key. Alright, let's fire this thing up. Okay. No surging. We are good to go. What I'm probably going to do is get a pair of long needle nose pliers. And if you guys can see how the hook looks a little stretched, I am going to try and bend it so it's a little bit tighter. So, like I said, I apologize for the lack of content. Like I said, been very busy here at the shop. Busy keeping America running, so I apologize for that, but I appreciate your patience. So hopefully this week I'm going to go back to normal. I'm going to finish up the Craftsman Maestro. I'm going to start the Lawn Boy as well as the Snapper. It's starting to get warmer out. I also have a Thatcher, and I also have to get back on that 420cc Hemi stuff. But I promise you, this week's going to be pretty eventful, as long as the weather holds out too. So if you guys found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, comment, good or bad, and I will see you guys on the next episode.